We're not saying a visit to Bloomington, Indiana will turn you into a forest-bathing, sandal-wearing, dissertation-defending, stray cat rescuing, nonprofit starting, Monroe Lake paddling, guitar strumming, march organizing, vinyl listening, leaf watching, zen finding, coffee roasting, yoga practicing, beer drinking, bread baking, co-op joining, pottery throwing, vintage thrifting, bike everywhereing, art appreciating, farmers market shopping, biz thinking, football fan. But we're not saying it won't. Visit Bloomington. See how it inspires you.
It's free music season, and you could take a road trip to Madison to see Chicago legends Lil Ed and the Blues Imperials play on the shores of Lake Monona. With the Isthmus in the background, San Damiano Park is the perfect venue for outdoor festivals and music. Enjoy the energy of both at the first concert on the shore of the season, held during the Harry Whitehorse International Wood Sculpture Festival. Make the trip Thursday, June 25th for Lil Ed and the Blues Imperials, presented by 98.7 WVMO. Stay at the Country Inn and Suites in Monona and use promo code LSAND for 25% off your room. Learn more at sandamianomonona.org. That's SANDAMIANOMONONA.org. Today on CityCast Chicago, the city's 77 public pools are back next week, and we've got more ways to enjoy Pride, not just this month, but all summer long. It's Wednesday, June 10th. I'm Jacoby Cochran, and this is what Chicago's talking about. Welcome back to the podcast, my friends. I've got two amazing voices in the building with us today. Contributors Yoreni Murillo. Yoreni, it's good to see you again.
So excited to be here.
And we've also got Anna Deshawn back with us. Anna, it's always a pleasure.
Family, it's always great to be here.
Before we jump into the conversation, I want to remind people that Chicago's 77 public pools are opening up next Friday, June 19th, which is great because this is a week earlier than last summer. We've been covering this story for the last few years, and when we started the podcast, they were having a little bit of trouble reemerging from the pandemic, between a scandal within the Parks Department, from a shortage of lifeguards. It took them a few months to sort of get back to full speed, and it sounds like this year they're not only opening a week earlier, but the outdoor pools are going to be open for 8 hours every day throughout the summer. This is a big deal in Chicago. Like, not everybody lives right next to the lake or the river or has access to some easy way to get into the water. And so these pools across the city are a vital resource, especially as it starts heating up. But I want to know from y'all, are y'all, the beaches opened a couple of weeks ago. The pools are about to open back up. Where are y'all spending y'all limited time by the water? Are you poolside or are you lake or riverside? And I'm going to start with you.
I'm on a boat on top of the lake. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That works.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't like sand. I think it's really annoying. I do love to lay out on the beach, but my skin's sensitive. Child, ain't enough sunscreen in the world. I come back peeling. I'm like, yes, Black people peel. It's all happening. The pool is cool, but it's the kids. It's for the kids. Okay. Find me on a boat though. I do love being on the water.
I mean, then it's a perfect time for you, seeing as how Black Yacht Weekend is right around the corner. I think June 18th through June 21st. So while the pools is open back up in the neighborhoods, you going to be moving out on, you got a boat already? You got 2 extra spots?
Yeah.
Not yet, Kobe. Not yet. I'm working on my boat.
I need to say 3 extra spots?
I'll be there. I'll be
3
there.
extra spots. What about you? Are you more likely to be called poolside or lakeside this summer?
Definitely lake. Like Anna's saying, like the pools, it's just too many kiddos. No hate against the kiddos, but like, give me some space. I don't need y'all greasy fingers all over me like that. So catch me by the lake, but I'm getting on a boat this summer. Don't know who yet. Maybe Anna's first, but I'm gonna be on a boat too.
I'm gonna be on the boat at some point this summer, and I feel bad because I feel like I'm gonna add my voice to the chorus to say, you most likely won't catch me at the public pool, but I am happy to know that they are coming back, that we're having this renaissance moment, that so many people across the city are going to have access to them, that they're going to be open longer this season. And of course, one of the great things about the pool, right? Tonight I'm gonna be competing at Right Club at G-Man Tavern. It's this live lit event, and it's gonna be lake versus pools, and I'm on lakeside. But I already understand that the pool side is gonna argue things like accessibility, right? It's spread out across the city. We're gonna talk about safety, right? A lifeguard on duty, like you already know the depth. Right? It ain't gonna be no tides coming in, sweeping you back and forth, things like that. You ain't got to deal with the mess of the playpen. But I've been to some public pools and it feels a little bit like a playpen. But I'm excited for everybody to get back out there because also the Humboldt Park Beach, the city's only inland beach, is gonna be opening June 19th. Some 200 water spray features and playgrounds are gonna be opening across the city. However, if you are living close to Hamlin, Holstein, or Thule Park, those aquatic facilities are still temporarily unavailable with repairs ongoing. And then water playgrounds at McKinley, Austin Lake, and Avalon Parks are being rebuilt and remain closed for the rest of the season. And so Hamlin, Holstein, and Thule, you'll be back in July. McKinley, Austin Lake, and Avalon, you're going to have to find the next closest pool. We're going to drop a link in the show notes so you can read the entire schedule. As I said up top, in Chicago, we're not celebrating Pride just in June, though that may be the height of the summer in many ways, but Pride all year long. And Anna, over the last few weeks, we've gotten to talk about some amazing spots that have opened up, some events that have reemerged during this summer. And Urani, you wanted to continue this conversation today to talk about the importance, particularly of identity-specific LGBTQ plus events in Chicago. Let's talk about it.
So I obviously am so excited. It's June, it's Pride Month. As Anna said in the previous episode, it's the Super Bowl. Like as I've stated previously before, I love to be outside. Like my voice is gone. I am not sick. I had too much fun this weekend. So my voice is gone.
Let's go.
So it's on my agenda. I will be out not every day, but every week. But of course, I feel like I've had this conversation with a lot of people in my circles about just not always feeling welcome in LGBTQ spaces as POC or as trans people. And it's like, it makes me so sad. You know, obviously in a perfect world, we all kumbaya, like we're all in it together as we should be. But that's not always the case. And I feel like I've seen a lot of identity specific events and spaces opening up, and I think that's just so awesome and important to have. Like I love following Garden of, and they do just a bunch of specific like sapphic events, like craft events or dinners. Like they really try to spread it out and like create those third spaces, because I feel so often in the North Halsted Boys Town area it can become very just white male gay, and that not everyone's about that, you know. So it's how do we find these spaces to be more inclusive and make people feel supported, you know? And also highlight Lipstick Lounge. They're to my knowledge they're like the only specific queer Latina kind of event space that happens once a month, which I think is so fun.
Yeah, we talked this past week with Anna about Pride coming up, and Anna, you talked about how excited you are to go there. And right, we know that's centered in North Halsted, formerly known as Boys Town. It got that sort of more official redesignation maybe 6 years ago in 2020, and one of the driving forces was about promoting more inclusivity, making people feel more welcome. I mean, I asked for both of you, and I want to start with you. Like in the 6 years since that name change, since people have really continued to blow the horn on making not only that area one of the oldest recognized LGBTQ like villages in the country, like a more inclusive space, but people have continued to sound those horns in the years since. Like, would you say North Halsted has become a more inclusive place, that Chicago's more well-known Pride celebrations have grown more inclusive?
No. No, I don't. No, I don't. And I think they have the best of intentions. I think the name change was important, right? Because there's a lot of people that do go to North Halsted. And so calling it Boys Town was just a clear designation that who it was for. But changing a name doesn't change the culture of a community, right? It doesn't change that. And so is there more ownership? Is there more Black bar ownership in North Halsted? No, there is not. We talked about the new Latino bar that just opened, right? El Bar a few weeks back. I think that's fantastic, right? And that is one in the midst of a huge community, a very long street, right? And on any given night, it is going to be white gay men in North Halsted. And we're talking also about a neighborhood. I don't know the average income of that neighborhood, but I can imagine that Lakeview is probably one of the top 5 in the city when we talk about income. And so we also know who is living in this area and how it's been gentrified also by straight people. Child, there was a time you couldn't walk through North Halsted and you wouldn't see a straight person. I also remember there used to be gay mart, right? Sex shops, like that stuff has scaled back tremendously because of the neighborhood and people saying this is a family space. Child, gays made that space. And that's just the facts of the neighborhood.
Yeah, I hear you.
And I think, Andersonville is where they say the lesbians are. Okay, there's more lesbian-owned places in Andersonville for sure. And yet, it's still a white neighborhood, right? So are there nights? Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Do we create our own spaces? Absolutely. Do I think we deserve a neighborhood? Yes. I have talked about this with other folks, and I'm going to be in more conversations about this. But why don't we have our own neighborhoods for folks of color, right? Why don't we have blocks inside of a ward where it's just like, yo, this is where POC LGBTQ folks come to find community? We don't have that in the city. And I think we're desperately missing that.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, I love that. That's never even been like on my radar. Like I've never even considered that at all. That's so cool.
Wouldn't it be cool? I mean, I think it's just so necessary. Today, what I've always experienced in the queer community is that you follow a promoter, right? And where's that promoter partying at? You following a DJ, where that DJ partying at? And then that's where we go. That has always been the culture here in Chicago, which is different than other places, right? It is different than other places. I've been to Jackson, Mississippi at a Black-owned big old gay bar, and I'm like, I'm partying in the sip, right? Yeah. Right. I think there's a lot of work to do to make LGBTQ spaces more inclusive.
Yeah. Urania, another thing you had mentioned before we started is the importance of reminding people about intersectionality during this moment. Because I do think, especially when you're thinking nationwide, when people are talking about pride or even the LGBTQ plus community at large, they're defaulting to the white members of that community, despite, as one of the resources you sent me pointed out, 42% of the nation's LGBTQIA plus community is non-white. I mean, can you talk about why it's so important to remember that, pride itself exists because of, Black trans women, right? Non-white queer people who put their voices, their bodies, their identity, their safety on the line to create community space, to create policy change.
Yeah, no, 100%. I am a huge history buff. Like, I love history. And I feel that if we don't constantly remember and honor history, we are doomed to repeat those cycles of oppression and exclusion that we have. Genuinely, where we are now as a queer community, we would not be where we are without those Black trans women that were at the forefront. We owe everything to them. And it is a disservice to our history and to our future to constantly be excluding the people that made that happen.
The Chicago Public Library Foundation has announced 2 of their honorees for the upcoming award ceremony this fall. Beloved children's book author Mo Willems and Chicago literary star Gabriel Bump will get their flowers October 13th. This year's celebration is even more meaningful because it's the Library Foundation's 40th anniversary. That's 4 decades of transforming lives through lifelong learning at the Chicago Public Library. As y'all have probably seen, I'm trying to visit all 81, soon to be 82 of those branches, and I can attest to some of that learning. Yes, it's getting the book you want, but it's also learning to garden with seeds from the Budlong Woods branch, or nurturing an interest in marine biology with the fish at West Pullman or Souza Regional. And it's making sure you got fresh food from Legler Regional or clean clothes from Douglas. Your gift, like say a ticket to this awards gala, helps the Chicago Public Library Foundation keep that learning and excitement and adventure and curiosity going. But their ceremony honoring authors, writers, artists, and civic leaders will also be free to stream online. Save the date for October 13th and visit cplfoundation.org/awards for more details. Anna, every week you've come on and you've put us on yet another place in Chicago that is celebrating the city's LGBTQ plus community in more ways than one. And you're back again with another spot directly out of the Chicago Lesbian Business Directory, aka the CLBD.
Period. And let me just say, the CLBD is doing great. Okay. And this is our first list we've ever put out here into the world. And I'm so glad that we did. And last week I had the opportunity to be part of the grand opening of Level Sporting Club in Wrigleyville. And there are so many wonderful things about this club opening. One, it is Latina led, which is amazing. Clarissa Flores, right? Former basketball player at Northwestern. So former athlete, D1 athlete. But then there's a whole investment group full of Black and brown women who are also in athletics. So she's not alone. So this is a whole women-led situation. I ain't gonna say all of them queer, but child, I'm about to say about 90%, okay? I don't want to assume everybody is. And then what's really dope is that it's 2 levels. So you walk into the bar, it definitely feels like a sports bar, televisions everywhere, a really big bar, open seating. It's really spacious in there. But then you go downstairs and it's a whole red light special. I'm almost sure I heard TLC playing in the back of my head when I walked down there, okay? Literally, the lights are red. They got a
throwback Thursdays, 90s and 2000s music every week. So you probably definitely was there during that.
I'm telling you, it was a whole mood. They got a piano down there. They want it to be like a piano bar some nights, you know, so you can really have a date night downstairs with a real sexy vibe and be watching women's sports upstairs, screaming at the televisions. And what's really dope about this is that it is women's sports only. You can go there and just watch women's sports. And as somebody who grew up as a gym rat, okay, I'm sports in and out all day long. You go to bars, you got to ask people to turn on the women's game. It is not on by default. You have to ask. You got to tell them what channel is on. You got to go through this whole thing. And then you got to wait 15 minutes, okay? Because it's not on nobody's priority list. So you're going into Level Sporting Club knowing that women's sports is a priority, community is a priority. And let me just tell you, the food was delicious. Okay?
I was going to say what the food and drinks was hitting for.
Yo, they had this crab rangoon mozzarella stick. I said, what is this?
Whoa.
What is this? I ate so many. The food is definitely delicious. They've got an amazing chef leading that kitchen, and the drinks are good too. Come on, get lit. The whole bar is stacked, and I just think it's a really, really great vibe. And when you think about the culture of Wrigleyville, it's total Broville. It is absolutely, total Cubs land. And then in the midst of all of that, you got this POC lesbian-led women's-centered sports bar on Clark Street. And I think it's going to be a really special place. They got a whole lineup popping off. They just dropped their whole schedule.
I'm looking at the menu too, and I'm like, is this happy hour? They talking about fresh juice, small $2, wine for $2, coffee for $2.50. Healthy smoothie for $3. Maybe they ain't update these yet because these things. Hello.
I'll be there tomorrow. What?
Like what? I see handmade ravioli for $6.50. Now they might be just getting this thing still opened up because them prices them look too good to be true.
Yeah.
It might be too good to be true. But let me tell you, it is absolutely worth a visit. It's worth going back and supporting 3343 North Clark Street. And it's right next door to El Jardín, which is one of my favorite Mexican spots in the city. Okay. So, I mean, you're going to eat at Level. And I mean, the salsa and chips, everything at El Jardín is just so lit. It's just at a perfect spot. This is the second one in the city, right? Babes opened a year or two ago, Babes Sport and Bar. And so this is our second one. I feel like we're in this movement in this moment. And I'm just really grateful to be alive to see it. Women's sports is thriving, right? And now women's sports bars are thriving. And I love it. I'm here for it.
Yeah. All right, I think I found the real menu. I know that's not the most important thing in this conversation, so I don't want to be that guy. But the crab rangoon mozzarella sticks was only $16, it seemed. Shishito peppers for the dub. So I might have to put this on the side and remember this. Because last time you gave me a recommendation, me and Poe pulled up immediately to Hibachi.
I heard
up immediately. Now, my review is not going to be as substantive as my friend Big Bag Mello, but we tried all of the flavor wings. The strawberry wings were probably my favorite. They smelled like Pop-Tarts, and the strawberry flavor. It was like the strawberry syrup from IHOP, like back in the day. The chicken was perfectly fried, but it wasn't too sweet to take away from like that saltiness. And the chicken, it was real good. The fried rice was good. I got mine with some steak. Pope got his with the rib tips. The rib tips were tender. The barbecue sauce was great. The key lime pie wings, I'm not going to hold you. I saw the vision once I had them, like a sort of lemon pepper wet, but it was lime. Wasn't my favorite, but it was good. But it was good. All of them was good. But the strawberry and mango went crazy. So if you promoting crab rangoon mozzarella sticks, then I got to take you up for your word and go try them out. Go try them out.
Family, you hear this? Yo, my recommendations are solid, okay? And Kobe, I think you sound like Big Back Mello over here, all right?
I really want to see Mello go over there and do a food review, which if people are not familiar, Big Bag Mello is this account on social media. I found him on TikTok. He's a 19-year-old Chicagoan who does some of the most insightful and beautifully worded food reviews I've seen. But it's not just restaurants around the city. It might be Boston baked beans or pineapple gummy rings. And they have been some of my favorite videos since I found him about a week ago. And his page seems to be blowing up. I mean, speaking of like what your feeds look like right now, what your Chicago social media feeds look like, I'm sure all of ours look different. Rainey, what's a video that has stood out on your feed in the last couple of weeks or months?
Actually, I just thought of two. Well, one, what is that account of those people that are chasing the train? Like, the train's early, and they come running down.
Side Quest Trey.
Yes. Oh my God. I love those videos. I was so excited when I saw the first one because I recognized the 35th and Archer stop. And like, I swear, Orange Line is the most underrated line in the city, which is crazy because it's the best one.
Some of the best views, bar none.
Oh yeah. Agreed. So I love seeing those. So they're so silly, goofy. But also
describe the video for us.
Okay. So it's literally like this group of people there's a dude in a orange T-Rex suit. There's somebody in a green turtle costume. They're on skateboards and they're like literally like quite a couple yards away from the train stop, and they're like, oh, the train's early, and they're like busting down trying to get to it. And it's what's the song in the background? Oh my God, I forget what it's called.
Let me pull it up.
I think it's Kanye.
Side Quest Trey. Father Stretch My Hands.
There you go. Yep.
And they're just all in costumes in some form of fashion. Like, and it feels like, in some respects, like, Pilates on the beach. They do every summer. It kind of feels like that energy in the sense that every video, it feels like more people are showing up, and it has now become a meetup in Chicago. Like, people are dressed like Luffy. I didn't see Michael Jackson.
It is so hot for these suits.
It's so silly.
if they keep doing this during the summer,
Grinch in a sombrero.
give them an award because it's hot.
It is hot. They collabed with the Girl Scouts. And they it was them and like the group of Girl Scouts trying to catch, I think it was like the 22 bus, and they're literally running. The bus driver sees that they're like almost there. He opens the door, sees them, and closes it and goes. He said, I'm not dealing with you
y'all
guys.
playing it because y'all playing in my face. Y'all playing in my face. I don't have no time for that. It does feel like it feels like a mini tour of the CTA now, of the L in a lot of ways. But Side Quest Trey, we will drop links in the show notes. Anna, what about you? What's a video that recently came across your feed that you want to share with us?
Yeah, so it was a video, DJ Cash Era, who's all of our favorite DJ here in the city of Chicago.
She just shut down the Ramova last week with FemDot and some other amazing DJs from Chicago. I seen the videos and it looked wild in there. It looked absolutely like a great time.
Wild. Okay, she has no chill. Okay, when she DJing, I'm like, can I sit down? No, I can't. I can't sit down. Hey, yeah, it's out of control. And so I don't go outside for real. I like my house, okay? And so she posted this video though called Honey from her honey party that she throws. It's at the Salt Shed in a spot, Kobe, Three
Top Lounge.
Three Top Lounge. It's at Three Top Lounge. And so I saw the video. I was like, well, this place looks cute. And I'm like, I can't be around all the babies, but they look like it was like a mixed crowd, Yeah. And I was like, okay, this might be a vibe. And so me and the wife stepped out with a homie the other day, and I was like, oh, this is exactly what I needed. A nice rooftop situation, a retractable like ceiling situation. The bar was cute. They had Jello shots that were delicious. Okay, I said, this is my type of vibe. I think we'll be back July 2nd. I had to put it in my calendar. And that should tell y'all all you need to know about where I'm at in my life. Okay, and that I'm being honest about this video making me want to go outside. And I caught the early bird, which I didn't know the prices went up. And I also didn't know it sold out in 24 hours, okay?
Wow.
Found that all out.
Damn.
As I went to invite other friends, they was like, Anna, it sold out. I was like, my bad. I didn't know. So big ups to Cash for creating space for us. Yeah, it was good.
I was going to say, this is the moment where the stories start to build on one another, because earlier, Yireni, you put us on Garden of Collective, right?
Yup.
And they are running an event, their second annual Dyke Summer, which is June 13th. One of the DJs there is DJ Cash Era. And so,
of course.
DJ Cash Era's calendar is absolutely packed. They did the Sky Home game this week. They're gonna be at Dorothy's downstairs on Friday. Then Saturday, with Garden of Collective. I mean, it's absolutely packed. I'm looking at it right now. Juneteenth kickoff, Millennium Park music series. I will drop a link to DJ Cash Era's schedule because it is hard to keep up with. She's come on the podcast before and given us a little bit of insight of what it looks like to curate a night for Chicagoans. Like, how do you read the room? She also gave us some etiquette on how to be the best crowd for a DJ. It's one of my favorite episodes.
Wait, I didn't know that happened. I want to be in an episode with her. I love her. I'm like, shit, some networking. Give me a free ticket. Get me behind the booth. Get me behind the booth. Please.
You funny as hell. I can't make no promises. Maybe we'll clip this and she can see it.
Please.
For real.
But Yireni, that's a project we're going to work on for you. We're going to work on that.
Please. I got to be behind the booth at some point this summer.
A couple videos that I have been watching recently. One, just Bulls highlights with Stacey King's best moments. Stacey King, former Bulls player, longtime color commentator from the team, passed away over the weekend, and caught everybody off guard because we really can't think of Bulls games without King. And so just watching highlights of him, Elizabeth, I'm coming. Like, you know, just that's Derrick Rose. Just Gucci Mane for 3. Little Boozy Vert. Just to have as many seasons as we've had with low expectations and, you know, some really turbulent seasons, it's always nice to turn on and have somebody that engaged and that obsessed with making sure your experience watching the game is entertaining. So I know that's a big shot for Bulls fans all over. And so, you know, shout out to Stacey King's family, all of his colleagues. And then another set of videos that caught me a month ago, and I look up, it's been 4 or 5 weeks, and this young man from Chicago, Young Rado, has accumulated 120 million plus views. He dropped a video of a song on May 8th. It's called No Bad Grades. And it's him like leaning in the car, his dad's videotaping, I believe. And it's just this like child appropriate song about how he can't get no bad grades. And, you know, he love his mom. And like, I don't know. I'm just like, man, I forgot that there was a whole era where like young people was making music like this, where you look up and, you know, you got the Jackson 5 and then or Tevin Campbell, right? You know, or a little Bow Wow, something like this. I'm just like, man, they really don't. And maybe it's a good thing at large that, you know, parents ain't out here exploiting their kids in the music industry. However, these videos and this rollout over the last month has been honestly one of the most well packaged music rollouts that I have seen of any artist of any age sort of making their social media debut. And he followed up No Bad Grades with a song called Miss Jackson, which has just been on replay in my head, just the opening lyrics, just like, she called my phone, I don't pick up. I call her phone, her mom pick up. Like, like I haven't followed the account or anything, but the videos have been getting served to me, and I don't know. I don't know if you can hear this. My mama said if I get A's, I get paid. Wake up, brush my teeth, make my bed. You feel like I need that bread. Yes, pay for on the way. Yeah. Like, I'm loving it. But yeah, the videos have been viewed millions of times all over Chicago. They've been played on the radio. Shout out to Young Rado, his family, and his pops. If you haven't heard No Bad Grades or Miss Jackson, go and give it a listen. It's very cute. Very, very cute songs.
He is having a ball, okay? He is a celebrity in the school. I can see it.
His fits are crazy. I'm like, honestly, his clothes is, I think his last day of school, he had a Walter Payton throwback jersey. I said, damn.
Okay.
Yeah, he flying in there. Oh my God. They played it, got the whole school singing it, everybody running around him. I'm like, y'all ain't gonna be able to do nothing with this young man soon enough.
Nothing. I love it. And we need age appropriate situations out here for the kids. When I think about stuff I was saying, I'm like, what? Why are we pouring out a 40 for our homies? I don't got no homies that ain't more 40s for. What's happening?
At 9 years old, I was in here talking about First Off. You already know what come after that.
Okay.
Oh my God. I remember singing Flo Rida's Whistle, and we were like, he's just talking about how to whistle. What's so bad about that?
No, man.
No, he wasn't.
No, we was talking about from the window to the wall. Like the explicit version.
Y'all know Adam Killa? Sorry, just putting that out there.
Adam Killa's videos have been on my feed nonstop. That man said he posts like 20 times a day at the height. Killa videos they wild too.
I want to collab.
Arrest Me Daddy. Anna, you seen them?
No.
You ain't seen Arrest Me Daddy?
Where you at? I don't know what my algorithm doing. It ain't doing the same things.
And his song, I can be what you want me to be.
You got the whole dance with it. I love it.
I want to collab. If I ever see him, I'm like, do me.
You already wants Adam Killa and DJ Cash Era on her Chicago birthday bucket list.
Mm-hmm.
If y'all can help us make that happen, please reach out to us. Again, 773-780-0246. I want to give a huge thank you to our guest today, Anna Deshawn. I appreciate you making time.
Always good to be here, Kobe.
And Yereni Murillo, the energy you bring every time you're on the podcast, can't get enough of it. We appreciate you.
I appreciate y'all.
To everybody else, make sure you are getting everything that is available to you in the CityCast Chicago ecosystem. I'm talking about podcast, newsletter, events calendar, and you can sign up for our CityCast Chicago membership where you get ad-free listening and access to neighbors-only events. You can do that at membership.citycast.fm. You know we can't get out of here without some good news. This Saturday is jam-packed with events. I just want to put a few on your radar, including 90s Night at the Zoo. It's an adults-only evening at Lincoln Park Zoo. And then you also got the Fiesta Crawl down at Sox Park ahead of the Dodgers game on Saturday. You may catch me in the building on Sunday for the end of that series. Again, check out our events calendar at chicago.citycast.fm. We're going to be back bright and early tomorrow. Hopefully you'll make time for us. I'll talk to you soon. Peace.